Welcome back, everybody. It's Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, my friends. I am back. I have a whole bunch of tags that I wanted to show quickly that are in my Etsy shop. And if you guys have been watching my channel, I have been breaking out all of my fancy fabrics, I call them, all my embellished sari silk and embellished trims and vintage laces. If you are a junk journaler, I don't know about you, but I tend to have a hard time using anything until I feel like I have a good stash of it, and then I'm okay letting go of it. So I broke out all my goodies. Now I'm starting with these 3 tags. These are the largest and the most expensive. Price reflects the materials that I use. So I used a lot of truly vintage and antique lace and things on here, and it just is a matter of the things that I purchase and how much it costs for me to make. So I'm going to hold them up so that you can see. On this one, I embossed the back part here. You can see all the different layers, and I did messy stitching around it. We have some silk here and lace. I put a bunch of embellishments, these little trim pieces on all of them, and then some lace and fibers at the top. And I also, all of them have grommets in the holes. They're backed with cardstock, craft cardstock. So these are very sturdy and thick. They would even be a good journal topper if you would want to add to it, or maybe put a little book or something to add onto the top. They're really nice and sturdy. Now also in this package, look how well, this is my avocado dyed paper. So I just threw in 2 sheets of this because I thought if someone is doing a journal, you've got to have some of my avocado dyed paper because it just goes together so beautifully. Now also in all of these packages, I added one of my, let me hold it this way so you can see. These are glass beads, lampwork beads. So if you know anything about them, they're hand done. And so I added one of these to all of them. So this is the second one. And again, I have that same piece of sari silk on here, lots of different layers of lace. I started with 1 layer covering it all, and then once I added my focal points and I added all these little bits everywhere. So that is number 2. And then here is the third one. You can see the music paper in the back. This is another piece of trim. So I cut up a lot of different trim pieces to add to these. And then the sari silk has sequins on it. Just really pretty. So this is Little Ladies, I'm calling it, because they're just little ladies in pink. Okay, so all the rest of the packages they're all $22. Now I have 2 fairies. One is 3x6 and one is 3.5x6. They all have 3 tags, and they all include one of my beads. So let's take a look at these. We'll start with the 3x6 ones first. So again, the same, we've got some embellished sari silk on here and lots of laces, trims that I cut up. I added a little more bling to it. And this is Turkish ribbon at the top. How perfect does this go with these tags? So this can come off if you want to put it on a journal, if that's what you're buying them for, or whatever you'd like to do with it. If you watch my channel, these are what I used for my beach journal that I just finished, and I had my fishtails as the page tabs and some of these dangling off of them. Again, backed with cardstock, so they're nice and sturdy, and grommets in the holes. So you can see the different trims, and the same method to make these. I had my first layer of lace and then just started adding to them, to each tag. And then here is the last one. And if some of these ribbons were a little bit long, I just left it like this one, for example. It has a little bit of pink on the end, so I just left it. If you want to kind of switch that and pull it so that more pink is showing, and then trim it off. But again, all the different layers. So this one is fairies 3 by 6. Then these are 3.5 by 6. So again, here's the first one. All the same elements are used here. Added the extra bling, lots of different, this was a trim I cut up. These are all trims I cut up. And there is the bead dangle. This is a really soft one with some pink in the inside. And again, same craft cardstock it's backed with. And then here's another one. All the same elements again. I just like all the sparkly pieces that are on these. And these, the colors, these are just my favorite colors. So I really like the way that these came out. And you guys, if you do watch my channel, you'll see like here this lace, and then also up here the corded lace. It's like my new obsession. I love this stuff. So those are the fairies. Okay, and then I have these, I'm calling them flower heads because they've got tons of flowers on their heads. So again, all the same elements used in these. This is the bead dangle, the lampwork bead, and got some pretty lace under here. And then this is the sari silk that I added that's also embellished. And I added some flowers and trim. And this is also the Turkish ribbon in gold. And again, same backing. And then here's the other one. Just so pretty, right? So I did the messy sewing, and then I also backed it and put, you know, sewed around the edges. And then the last one here. It was hard to cover up this pretty fabric. Okay, so this one is flower heads in sepia. So then while I was making the videos, I had mentioned trying some eco-dyed paper, embossing it, and using that underneath the fabric. So that's what these are, but I couldn't cover this paper up because it was just so beautiful as is. So I didn't include this in a video, but here's the first one. And so if you can see, yeah, my eco-dyed paper, and after I inked it up and I embossed it, I could not cover it up. And you can see the dangle bead here. We've got green, and it's sort of a pinkish color in the back. And then here's another one, live, create, tell the story. The first one says, have an open heart. And then this one says, start doing things you love. So these three are flower heads in green. And then this is, again, eco-dyed paper that I embossed and inked up, same thing. And these are some lace pieces that I have been saving. These came from Sheila at Boho Daydreams, and yeah, just so beautiful. So this is the dangle for this one. And the images are all Art House Whimsy, of course. Love Tracy at Art House Whimsy. Now look at this lace. Isn't that beautiful? This was just a small little piece too. Oh, it's just, yeah, I love it. And then backed with the cardstock like the others. And then in the last one here, find the beautiful. So this one we have, find the beautiful, travel the world, and stay curious. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to jump on and do kind of a little flip through and show you guys. These are in my Etsy shop now. And don't forget, if you are in Junk Journal Divas, I do have a promo code so you can get a little discount off of stuff in my shop all the time. So come over to Junk Journal Divas if you are not already. Thanks so much for joining me.